I've seen entrepreneurs fall into the same trap over and over, including most women coaches, consultants, and experts that I know. These are smart, capable women with real expertise, building businesses designed to burn them out. If you are a woman selling your expertise online, you might be falling into one of these same very common traps. And in this video, we're going to break down what they are and the 3 things that you need to build a profitable and sustainable business in today's changing world. Hi, I'm Tara Wood, and I spent nearly a decade working my way up to COO at a software company. And then I left to help women experts escape the trap. The shift that actually changes things is called the outcome model. It's one specific problem for one specific person, structured and packaged into a result that changes lives without requiring more of you every single time. More people helped, more consistent income, and less of you on the table every single week. And here is what most people miss. It is not just better for you, it's better for them. It's better for your client. Because when somebody invests fully in a structured program with a specific outcome, they show up differently. They know the shift that they're about to make, and they've committed to making it. You're not carrying the weight of trying to convince them the whole way through. They actually arrive ready, which means you get a better result than you've ever gotten before. Imagine the referral that came through vaguely curious about your work, but left before the real work even really got started. When you make this shift, you stopped getting paid for your hours. You start getting paid for the outcome and your expertise as the owner, not a worker in your own company. That's the model factory owners were running all along, and it's available to you too. But here is one thing that almost nobody talks about, and it's the reason that women who do make this shift can still burn out. So the model is only part of it. The next major shift is how you sell it. And most women selling the outcome-based model are doing it with a sales strategy that was never built for them. And this is where it gets personal, because this part is different for every single person watching. So let's say you make the shift. You change your model and you design a group program. You are doing what everybody said to do, but it doesn't work, or it works somewhat, but it just doesn't feel right. You're doing the challenge, but it feels like a performance. You hold the webinar, but it just doesn't convert. You post every day, no clients. Here's what might actually be happening. The way you're trying to build trust doesn't match your specific wiring. Everyone tells you to pick a strategy and be consistent, and they're right. Consistency matters, but what nobody tells you is that consistency is almost impossible to sustain when the strategy drains you, when it doesn't feel like you, when performing version of yourself that isn't actually yours. Then it's not a discipline problem, it's a wiring problem. And 2 things determine how you're wired to show up your business: your energy pattern and your action instinct. Your energy pattern is what fuels you over time and what drains you also. This is your long game. It is going to determine what kind of visibility, delivery, and trust building you can actually sustain for months and years without burning yourself out. And your action instinct is going to be how you naturally, instinctively move when something needs to get done. It's your short game. It's how you connect, how you invite, how you bring people in. And if you get both of these right, showing up is going to feel natural and sustainable, and it's going to feel like you. If you get it wrong, you're going to keep starting strategies that you can't finish, attracting people who don't convert, and wondering why everyone else seems to make it look so much easier than it feels. It's not easier for them. They might just be using a strategy that fits with how they're wired. There are 16 combinations of energy and action instincts. So most businesses' advice is written for one of them, right? They found a specific thing that worked for them, applied that to everybody as if it was universal. I built a free assessment tool for this exactly. It's called the Business Brilliance Archetype Assessment, and it actually measures how you get energy and how you take action. So really gonna help understand what fuels you over time and then how you move into action when things get real. So the 2 things together are really the starting point to understand your wiring that's going to really inform your business model. And it'll help you with your offer structure, your trust path, and your delivery style. Because you don't build a sustainable business by copying someone else's business model or their blueprint. You build it by understanding your own first, right? The link is in the description. It's free. It's less than 10 minutes. So do this before anything else. The third piece is infrastructure. And this is one that I know from a decade working in software at a startup-like environment. So I wore lots and lots of hats, from customer success all the way up to COO. And what SaaS companies really understand that most coaching businesses don't is closing a client is one thing, but keeping them is an entirely separate thing. So, that's a different skill set, because at scale, you want to keep those clients in. And customer success taught me that, this isn't built once, it's built through continuous relationship building and touch points. And that requires technology to be able to keep that consistency going, unless you want to add a lot more hours, which is not the goal, right? So creating that infrastructure to help hone the relationship is really important. The good news is the tools right now are super extraordinary. AI really helps. They can do with your voice. CRMs and automations are really, really key to this. But not right away, right? When I started, I actually built my website right away. I have a lot of experience with that. And then I realized that the language was wrong. So of course I rebuilt it, right? Sequencing matters. And this is something I watch most people get wrong over and over again. There is no point in buying the tools until your offer is dialed and your trust path is aligned for your wiring, so that you really know what you're doing. Scattered systems before that is just expensive noise and it's time consuming, right? So if you're not using, if you haven't got those first foundations right, that can be really tricky. Okay. So first things first, you got to do it in the right order. The right tools can change everything once you do, and they let you serve more people, keep trust at scale, and run the business that does not require constant presence and function. That is what infrastructure actually means, not a tech stack. It's a system that holds your business together so that you can deliver what's important, which is support and trust and kindness to your clients. You want, in an age of technology, it's about you showing up for them as a person, and technology is just allows you to do more of that, right? So you're not just fighting the noise, you're actually getting to be there and be present with them. Here is what changes when you get all three right. You stop starting over every month, because the model is creating and generating consistent revenue. No more feast and famine. You stop performing when you sell, because the trust path feels like you. It fits your energy pattern and action instinct. And it isn't someone else's playbook, it's yours. And you stop being the only thing that holds your business together, because your infrastructure supports and it runs whether or not you're there or not. Consistent revenue, less overload, and a business that fits how you actually work. You didn't work this hard to trade one grind for another. Let's build a business that fits you. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.